Chris, in 2012, some people actually break the mould. But in 2012, when you first started on this journey of yours, you recreated, or indeed created, a new mould completely. What were you thinking at the time when you started this business of yours?
I think sometimes when you are working for somebody and you believe in something that you're passionate about, sometimes you're waiting for for things to be perfect to set up your own business or change your career. And I think in hindsight, if my hand hadn't been forced in a nice way, I probably would still be employed now. And I think the best presents come worst wrapped. And at the time, when I left my employment, which was a shame, I wondered what to do. But I had this idea, this burning thing to help agents, help other people be better agents and be more informed on the thing that people are interested in, which is the property market. That's what I do, is I help estate agents talk about the local property market, because local homeowners and local landlords are interested in the property market. So yes, at the time it was scary as hell, but afterwards, now I've passed the Rubicon, I'd never go back.
Mm. When I say you created a new mould, I remember very well hearing about your ideas for the first time. And you were looking at the industry in a way which, well, nobody else had before. You had some key, and they were simple messages, and that's what I personally, anyway, found so attractive in them.
Well, I can't take benefit for it all. The people who started this were Savills 30 years ago. And if you look at Savills as an estate agent, they don't talk about themselves or their firm or their services. They talk about the one thing which is of interest to homeowners, which is what is my house worth and what's happening to the value of my home and potentially the next one I want to buy. All I did is just take that idea and repackage it using the power of social media and using the power of video. But fundamentally, it's not a new idea.
But you certainly gave it more prominence than anybody before.
Yes.
Modesty apart.
I think a lot of people look at what firms do, but they don't actually break it down and see exactly what they're doing. If you go back to 2012, 2013, Savills and Knight Frank were talking about the property market, not themselves. People don't like others to talk about themselves, do they? You don't. We've all been to the party, haven't we, where someone talks about themselves? Well, estate and letting agents are very guilty of talking about themselves. The idea I did, which is it's not a new idea, is talk about stuff that's of interest to local homeowners. The idea, did I package them up in a different way? We've got the power of social media. And again, there's only three ways you can talk to a human being. They can read something, they can listen to something, or they can watch something. And I'm a huge fan of the power of video. I mean, you're in Wrexham now, and you could chuck out articles and written stuff, daily, but there's nothing more powerful than the visual. And you do need both. You can't just rely everything on the written word. But if you can chuck stuff out on social media, because all social media is just a way we communicate with each other, and you can either do it in the written word, audio, or visual. And visual is either meeting someone face to face or in video. And I'm a huge fan of video. And whether you are a charity, whether you are a politician, or whether you are an estate agent or a butcher in Wrexham, it doesn't matter. The power of video is so important. And so now the variable isn't your bank account to get your message out there. The variable of success is the content you produce. And that's what I love about you, Vaughan, is that most estate agents or most firms try and sell stuff to people. And do you like to be sold to?
I don't think
anyone in Wrexham does. No. I don't think anyone in Britain, in fact the world, don't like to be sold to. But if you want someone to be attracted to you, to listen to what you have to say, the best way to do it is to talk about what they're interested in first. So you've been very, very useful and interesting to the people of Wrexham by creating Wrexham TV. Does it talk about you and your firm and your services? No, it doesn't. But by you talking about the stuff that are of interest to people in Wrexham, they get to know, like, and trust you, and people do business with people they trust. So you don't have to talk about yourself or your firm. You just talk about what is of interest to other people.
Chris, thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Vaughan.